I've been packing. We've also just been hanging out. My friend Shay's here visiting us. David just bought all the paint for the house, all the supplies. Here it is in a bowl. It looks really good.
Those green eyes caught me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night when I first kissed you. You struck me like lightning. You broke my chains and released me. And days turned into nights on the couch in your apartment. No, I am not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah, every day, 24/7. Yeah, every day, I will come running, babe.
Hello everybody, welcome to another daily vlog. If you are new, I vlog every single day over here on my YouTube channel. We show literally everything, the good days, the bad days, everything in between. Recipe videos, haul videos, taste tests, mom life, anything. So today is Sunday. It's already like 3 o'clock and I'm just now opening the vlog. We are less than 2 weeks until we move, and I've been packing. We've also just been hanging out. My friend Shay's here visiting us, hanging out with us while my husband is out of town. David's like commuting every single weekend to Arkansas, where we'll be moving in 2 weeks. I'm losing my mind. I'm still on cough medicine from having bronchitis. So I'm like, my brain isn't all together there. I'm feeling a lot better, but still like just coughing as soon as the medicine wears off. Like I can't stop coughing. So anyway, I've gotten a lot done today. I packed up more in the kitchen. I packed up more in our bathroom. I packed up like all of our medicine cabinet stuff. I packed up a lot of toys, our nightstands. I packed up more stuff in the kitchen. So we're doing really, really well. David also had the walkthrough at our house in Arkansas this morning, and it's going really well. We will be getting the keys to the house Wednesday morning, and he's going this afternoon to buy paint, lots of paint and supplies, and we also have to pick out our refrigerator. So he's doing that this afternoon, and we have people from church so kindly offering to help us paint. Some of them are going to be getting started before we're even back the next weekend, which is just so sweet. They offered to do that. And so we are just like really gearing up for this big move. I cannot believe it. Time has flown by and gone slow all at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, in some ways it feels like this process has taken forever. And then in some ways it's like we blinked and here we are, and it's like we're about to close. If you missed the drama yesterday, I had to meet David. He forgot paperwork that we had to turn in, but he just messaged me and said, I've got all the paperwork turned in. It's in our lender's hands. It's out of our hands. And everyone, like even like our realtor and our lender has like offered to help paint, offered to help move us. We're trying to figure out how to get everything out of the storage unit before we get charged for that again, because every weekend when he commutes, he drops another round of stuff over at the storage unit. So now we have to figure out how to get all of that stuff to our house. It's just lots of logistics. While he's been doing that, we've been hanging out here with Shay. Of course, I have been packing and stuff, but he's been really busy this weekend, preaching and handling a lot of this last minute stuff. And I've been handling the home front. We've also been having fun. We watched Cars last night. Right now they're watching Encanto because Shay's never seen Encanto. And I'm like, you have to see Encanto. It's so good. We played Monopoly this morning. We've just had a fun time. We played all kinds of different like name that tune kind of songs, games. And it's been fun having Shay here. It's been so much fun for the kids because they have like a fun, cool aunt type to come over. And mom is, can get stuff done. And also I've been having fun too. We made pizza, non-bread pizzas for lunch. We've just been kind of chilling and having fun. But I didn't want to wait too late to open the vlog. I feel like I did, but try to get some clips of packing for you guys to see, but it's not really, I'm sure it's not that exciting to see it. But anyway, here we are for another day of vlogging. Come with us. I'll show you guys how our evening goes. I'm not sure what we're going to do tonight. I know we're going to watch Encanto. I'm planning on making chicken pot pie for dinner because I have some frozen chicken already shredded and cooked I need to use up. All I do is I take some shredded chicken, I mix in some cream of chicken soup, some frozen peas and carrots that I will like defrost or cook before I put those in with a casserole. Add a little bit of milk, salt, and pepper, put it in a casserole dish, top it with cut up biscuits. And here's David, hold on. Okay, sorry, that was David. He just picked out, oh, I hate my screensaver on my desktop because it's orange and it leaves like the worst cast to my face. There we go. I know I look great right now. David just bought all the paint for the house, all the supplies. We are so blessed with amazing people that are like wanting to help and wanting to even get started while we're not even there. Like I could just cry. And actually people who know what they're doing as opposed to us. Like I can roll paint, but I'm not an expert for sure. So David bought all the paint, all the supplies, and he's going to leave it at the church because there's someone that's going to get started for us before we can even get there next week. Also, he's going back to Lowe's because we've got to pick out a refrigerator. The buyers were going, first they told us they weren't going to leave our refrigerator. They were going to take it with them. So we were like, okay, we're going to get another refrigerator. Then the next thing we heard is, oh no, they're going to leave the refrigerator, but the ice maker doesn't work. So we were planning on taking the refrigerator and just putting it in the garage as like an extra fridge and then buying a new one. But then when he went through the walkthrough today, they said, no, we are going to take a refrigerator. I'm just like, oh, can we just figure it out? So I'm bummed because I was really looking forward to having that backup fridge. So we've got to figure out a refrigerator situation, and there's like a small opening. It's not real wide. And so we want to make sure that we get one that fits and that when you open the door, because I really like those French door ones like I have now, we don't want it to hit into the wall. So Dave was going to go back and I'm like, we have to order that because what if it takes weeks to get in? We're going to be moving in. We're not going to have a refrigerator. So, because at first we were like, oh, we'll just use the backup one until we get ours in. No, we can't do that. I'm sorry if this is boring, but this is honestly what I've been doing today. So anyway, he's going back to look at refrigerators. He's going to put me on FaceTime and show me because obviously I care a lot about what the refrigerator looks like, how functional it is for our family and all of that. And then we will be in good shape. So we don't actually get the keys till Wednesday morning, even though we're closing tomorrow morning. There has been a hubbub. That's my term. Anyway, a hubbub of activity in the comments, like where you guys cannot believe that we're closing on a house, but we're still not leaving till 14 days after we close, or that our sellers are closing and they're staying in it for a couple days till they can move out. I didn't feel like it was that uncommon. It's something that you can negotiate and put in the contract. And if you have people that are willing to work with you, that was something that we had in the contract that we couldn't budge on. Like we had to be able to live here until our next house is available. So I know some of you were like, oh, no big deal. You can move into a hotel. Yeah, that would have been terrible because we would have had to somehow store our stuff. Like we can't just leave it in a U-Haul for 2 weeks, So anyway, it's all worked out, but it was something that was in our contract. You can negotiate that, to have a couple of days or a couple of weeks to move out. You can even have, our realtor was saying you can negotiate up to a month or two if you needed that to move out. It does happen. At that point, if it's like a month or two, though, you may have to like pay them mortgage or something. I'm not sure how that works, but 2 weeks has been no problem to negotiate that. So I feel like I'm talking crazy right now and I'm not making any sense, but I did notice a lot of comments today like, oh, well, you're so lucky that you don't have to move out at closing. I'm like, well, it's not really lucky. We've negotiated that. We are very blessed that they were willing to negotiate that. But anyway, I am going to go back out there and finish watching Encanto, and I feel like I need a coffee or something. I just feel like I'm so tired today. It's like one of those lazy days. It's a little bit chilly outside, a little bit cold. Wait for David's call to pick out a fridge, and I'll see you guys back in a little bit. Things are crazy in here. I've got dirty dishes to wash, but here is my chicken pot pie casserole. Sprayed the pan. I mixed together 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, some shredded chicken, a bag of mixed peas and carrots, frozen that I just cooked in the microwave, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I thinned it out with some milk till it got to like, the consistency I wanted. I'm going to cut these biscuits into like 6ths or 8ths, top them. And then last time I covered it and baked it for a little while and then got the tops brown. So you could do it however you wanted. But this is really, really simple and super delish. I forgot to show you guys when I got it out of the oven, but here it is in a bowl. It looks really good. Yum. All right, you guys. I have spent the afternoon going through Lowe's and Home Depot, looking at refrigerators. David went and looked at refrigerators, but it's hard to like, I don't know, see them all and figure out exactly what, like, to compare the differences, and he was exhausted. So I was like, you know what, let me look online. And so I found a couple I really like. Go to checkout with one, and then they're like, oh, it's unavailable. So then I searched around and found another one I really liked, and it was on sale. Go to checkout. It's also unavailable. It doesn't tell you it's unavailable till you get to the very last part of checkout, because it says it's available, like delivery by this week and all this stuff. So now I'm looking at Home Depot because Lowe's, all the ones we like, are unavailable. Like, you can't even order them. They're just not there. But Lowe's is also having a really good sale right now, so I think that's probably why they're unavailable. It's hard to like decide exactly what all you want in a fridge. We have the 3rd door. If you've seen our fridge, like we have a 3rd like drawer that comes out. So we have French doors, and then it has a drawer, and then the bottom is the freezer. But I love that drawer to put like drinks in. So I'm like, is it really important to me to have that? I don't know. I also really like my Samsung. I've told you all this, but I really like the Samsung one we have. I would get the exact same one again, except it is such a pain to clean. It is such a pain to clean. So I'm looking at some Whirlpool ones, some LG ones. There's one I'm looking at that doesn't have the drawer for drinks, but it has a second ice maker. So there's one in the French door for like ice on the door, but then like you have a big compartment in the freezer. So if you have like people over, party, you have more ice, which is great. But then I'm also like, well, that also takes up my freezer space. So I don't know. I'm driving myself crazy going back and forth. He's like, if you need me to like go back into the store and actually see them in person, I can do it tomorrow. So I'm going to talk to him again. He's at church right now. They have small groups tonight. So anyway, me and Shay had chicken pot pie. The kids had random. Nate had like a quesadilla, and we just like fed them whatever kind of they wanted. Lucy had some chicken. Mark had an instant breakfast and then some snacks. But anyway, I know I have not vlogged a lot today. There has not been much to show you. I've been looking at refrigerators. We've been just hanging out talking. We played Monopoly. Shay won. I did terrible at Monopoly. I usually do pretty good. I usually have a good streak with Monopoly, but it was like one of those games. I did not land on any property hardly. I couldn't build anything. I was just going around paying rent, landing on stuff. But anyway, it's been a really fun day. I got a lot done. I got a lot packed, but I'm very tired. I just took some more cough medicine. I went several hours without any in my system today, and then I started coughing a lot, so I went ahead and took some more. I'm ready to feel better. Lucy's got a cough too. Hers isn't quite as bad as mine was. It's just kind of like a nagging cough that she has, so hopefully she gets over it quicker than I have, because it's been horrible. I finished my steroid pack, so I am feeling better because being on steroids is so rough. I have a couple more days in my antibiotics. So anyway, David's coming home tomorrow. Shay's leaving tomorrow. And it's the last time we're going to get to see her before we move. So we're all very sad about it. But we're just so glad for the years that we lived here, the 2 years we lived here. And we got to hang out because I hadn't been able to see her until then. We grew up together, and then she moved to Indiana, and I hadn't really seen her. She came and saw us in Texas, and then it had been like 10 years since we saw her. So I'm just so thankful that we've got to spend all this time together. We're definitely going to miss her. But stay tuned tomorrow. We will do more packing. We will do more hanging out. Maybe I'll decide on a fridge. Leave me your best fridge tips down below. What would you look for in a fridge? I am not looking for a side-by-side. I hate side-by-sides. I'm really pretty much decided on a French door. So I love my French door, plus the ice maker and water in the door. That's the only ones that I'm like, I have to have that. And we're also making sure that it's not too wide, that it's going to fit in the space we need. Hopefully we could order this and it could not fit, but we've measured and we've talked to the people, so they think it will fit. But it's going to be real tight. It's going to be like a hole. It's going to need to like fit like a glove. So anyway, that's getting real, y'all. David bought all the paint today. I just cannot believe all this is happening. It feels very surreal. I cannot wait to get all settled. We haven't been settled since January, and so it's been a very long few months. I know that's pretty fast, actually, to get a job, move, and all that. And we're looking at April here, but still, it just feels like a long time to not be settled. And I'm just ready. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. If you like the video, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
It was a Thursday night when I first saw you. Those green eyes caught me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night when I first kissed you.